Sarah Ann Smith. How are you?
I am great and I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, we were thrilled to have you as a TQS guest. I mean, your work is amazing, and what you shared with us was just fantastic. I actually learned some stuff, which is fabulous. Yes. So before we started, everyone, this is all behind the scenes stuff. Sarah held up a dead fern. What is that about?
This is going to be, I'll put it over here. I actually have an entire bucket of them. I absolutely adore the architecture and the shape of these. And you guys had asked what's going to be my next quilt or what's on the design wall. And at the moment, what's on the design wall is some dyed fabric and not much else because I've been too darn busy. But I am besotted with this contorted, curved shape of the dried ferns. And so hopefully this winter it's going to turn into a really oversized close-up.
That is fabulous. Now, before we get too far into this interview, I adore that postcard behind you. Tell us about that, please.
This is a quilt that I have not really taken on the road very much. It's called A Letter to My Sons. It was made for a juried invitational and it didn't get in, but I'm totally okay with that because honestly it wouldn't have worked in the final exhibit and it means so much to me. And it's addressed to both of my sons here in Hope, Maine. And I took things from our life. And so we've got the owl that was in the tree when we lived on San Juan Island. And then when we were on the set, I had my quilts of Eli running and Joshua playing his guitar. And I used photographs to make the quilts. Then I took photographs of the quilts, and I used the photos of the quilts to make the thermofax screens to put into here. We've even got our Sunday morning waffles and things from their life that were sort of important as our family growing together. The stamp is for the year I was born, and wouldn't you know it, I'm from away, but Maine is my home now, and there was a 1957 stamp of Maine.
Oh, you're kidding.
And I know. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
So I changed the color of it to go, and I put the local Camden post office seal that's dated the month I made it. And in the background, the quilting is all a letter that I wrote to them when I made the quilt. And of course, I can't read it anymore. I got to go find it in my I keep a manila file folder, so I got to print it out and stick it on the back.
I would do.
You know what it is?
Yeah, put it in a pocket or something like that. I'm looking. I'm looking at. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, just on the back, it's letters. They didn't get to know their grandparents because they were old and had either died or were kind of not quite there anymore. And so all of the back is a thermofax screen of letters and things in their handwriting to put on the quilt.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, before I got to tell you guys, before we turn the camera around, I want to go through some business because Sarah has something she's going to share with you. But anyways, what have you been doing lately? I see that you were with Sue Benner. Now, were you taking a class or I know. Were you taking a class from her or were you co-teaching or what was the deal there?
Oh, in my dreams co-teaching. No, I was taking a workshop from her using thickened dye, and some of the stuff that I made, usually when I take a workshop, I've learned to expect nothing of myself because it's garbage. Even the worst pieces I made were decent, and some of them, like this one, yeah. And
is that going to be hard for you to cut into, or are you going to use it as a base?
No, and I don't know.
Okay.
This one might be a little harder to cut into, but it would work. This is based on a thermofax screen and prints that I made using thickened dye from chicken feathers. Wow. And this one will be easy. It's not a pretty piece of cloth by itself.
Oh, yeah, but that's going to cut up unbelievable.
But it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then I did this, which is really out of character for me. And I can see doing this and using this kind of fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing that I came up with looks like a tree. And one of my favorite pieces from the workshop is this. Yeah, I mean, I just love it.
In my dreams, I want to take a class from her. I'm sorry. I want to take a class from her too, really badly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was awesome. And then my big piece I started out and I kept one piece unscraped. So it's all of these wonderful colors and blotches. But then if you sort of squeegee over it, I came up with 2 yards of this. It's just.
How many days was the workshop?
5.
Beautiful. I really, for all professional teachers out there, take classes because you just don't know what it's going to unearth in you. You just don't know. Now, you are getting ready for Houston, and with that now, let's show, this is the real life. Let's show real life. Turn that camera around.
Okay, and so that nobody gets vertigo, I'm going to turn the laptop slowly so you can see the chaos that is my studio.
This is called real life, people. I love this. And so, what is going on in there other than real life?
So, I'm getting ready to teach in Houston, and I've got an insane schedule. I'm teaching all day, Tuesday through Saturday, plus Friday night. Somehow I failed to check the do not book me after 6 p.m. box on my application. And so I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evening, Saturday, stuff to ship. And that doesn't include the 4 orders that are already out with thread and supplies that are being drop shipped. And it does not include the suitcase in the middle of the floor and the quilts piled up on the footstool. So it's just a little bit of pure chaos.
Well, I think people think when they, come into Houston, what a glamorous life. People, it's a lot of work, but it's so fulfilling on 10,000 levels.
Yeah.
So you also have some things going into Houston this year. What about that?
Oh my gosh, it's another good year. As a matter of fact, a lot of the quilts that were on the set, my rose hip quilt and the lupins were both juried into a World of Beauty, and that was another bucket list item along with being on your show, to get 2 out of 2 entries juried into the show. And I've got, my big ocean quilt is part of the Sapphire Celebration. I have a quilt, the big one with the tomatoes that
Love that quilt. Love that quilt.
Is in Hands All Around. And then I did the final family portrait quilt with my husband, who's notoriously grumpy about getting his photo taken. Susan Brubaker-Knapp and Lyric Kennard put together an exhibit called A Better World, which you have a phenomenal quilt in about your dad. And I did one of my husband called Coach's Clipboard, Win by Fall. And so it celebrates what my husband has donated in terms of time as a coach and my younger son's wrestling skills all in one quilt. And so there were so many people who were so formative in Eli's life. I think, Mr. Morse, his 6th grade social studies teacher, was his cross-country coach and track coach. And he was such an enormous presence and gift in both the classroom and on the field that it's people like that really, they give so much to our kids, and they do it for free or for a pittance, and it's just wonderful.
You know what surprised me about this exhibit, and if you're in Houston, you guys are going to want to check it out. They said submit who you want to do, so we don't have 5 of the same people, 5 Michelles or whatever. And when you really looked at what came in, it was the everyday people, that was my takeaway from it. The everyday people that make this world a better place. And my call to action was just have people leave the room with a smile and being better for have met you, because that was my dad, you know, and you've just articulated your whole thing. So I love that. Well, Sarah, I have to tell you that I love your show. I so appreciate people like you. And if you're not a subscribing member, you need to know that Sarah has been a member from the get-go. And
day one.
Yeah, and it's people like you that help us continue to bring quilters worldwide into your room. I mean, into your home. So, I mean, I'm not going for a formal big out, but you know, if you haven't subscribed, it's time to do that, because look at the wonderful people that you meet, like you.
And you know, it was so much fun to be on the show after all these years of watching it and sort of kind of raising my hand timidly. And then my friend Jenny Lyon was on, and she remembered how much I wanted to be on, and she spoke to you, and it happened. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the best part about the industry is not the actual art and the quilts, it's the people in it and the friends that you get to make. And Houston is it's like a high school reunion, but with all people that you actually want to see. And you know, you walk down the halls, and all of a sudden you hear squeals, and there's hugs, and we all lift each other up, we all learn from each other. Mm-hmm. And it's an industry where we help each other.
I agree. And with that, I'm going to say thank you. And are your classes filling? How are you doing?
I have a couple more spaces. My Tame Fussy Fiddly Threads class is about using all of those metallic threads and things that people think are cranky, but you just need to know a few tricks. And
God, I wish I could take it.
Because nobody knows this about me, one of my secret loves is Hawaiian quilting. And I started as a traditional quilter, and so I've got a class on Saturday that I'd love to have some more people in and have fun. It's really fun, and you can actually get it finished, because you're doing it by machine, in less than 20 years.
I love it. Hey, you have a good rest of the day, week, and I know you're going to be busting your tail getting ready to present beautiful classes to wonderful quilters.
I am delighted, and then once that's done, I get to put the garden to bed.
Woo! Hey, thank you so much. And what's the name of your website?
SarahAnnSmith.com. But if you just put Sarah Smith Quilts into Google, the first couple pages are all mine.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.